Hi, kindergartners. For science today, our focus question is, how can we measure the air temperature? How does the air feel outside today? Would you say that it's hot, or warm, or cool, or cold? What makes the outdoor air warm or hot? What makes the air warm outside? Think about that. Do you have an answer? Were you thinking the sun? The sun makes our air feel warmer. When we have a really sunny day, the air is going to feel warmer than when the sun is hiding behind clouds. Now, even though we can't see air, we can feel how hot or cold the air is. What are some words that might describe temperature? Were they some of the ones that I used before? We can describe the temperature as hot, or warm, or cool, or cold. Do you know what this is? This is called a thermometer. We can use a thermometer to record the temperature of the air. If I look at my thermometer right now, you can see this is, right now it's between the 60 and the 80. All the numbers on this side are called the Fahrenheit numbers, and all the numbers on the right side measure the temperature in Celsius or centigrade. We use, when we talk about how warm the temperature is, we use Fahrenheit here in the United States. So you can see that the red line on this thermometer is what we use to measure the air temperature. This red line is between the 60 and the 80. The 60 line is here, the 80 line is here. This other long black line is 70. And each one of the little lines is 2 more degrees. So we start at the 70 and we can count up 72, 74. This thermometer is saying it's 74 degrees in my house. If I put my hand over, I'm wondering if I can make it go up. Look, my hand is warmer. Do you see how I can make that red line go up? Look at that. I've made it go up to 84, 85, 86, 87 degrees. Look at that climb just by holding my hand over where it measures. We're going to try measuring the temperature. If I put it into cold water, we'll see what happens. I have a bowl of cold water. What do you think this thermometer is going to do? What will happen with the temperature? Right now it says it is 86 degrees from where I held my hand on it. What happens if I put it in the cold water? What do you think will happen? Let's see. Let's watch. Put it in the cold water. Watch that temperature. Watch that line. It's going down, down. I'll leave it there for a couple of minutes and we'll see. My thermometer says my cool water is how cool? 60 degrees. Do you see that the red line is going to the 60 mark? Let's see if I trade in that cool water for hot water. All right, I got some warm water. We don't have hot water in our house. Apparently somebody took a long shower. Now we're up to about 62 degrees. Let's watch what happens when we put it in the warm water. See it going right up? Look at that. It's going way up. It's past 90. It's going up. Let's see if we can make it hit 100. It's at, boom, it's at 100. So that water is about 100, looks like it's between 100 and 102. So that hot water is 101 degrees. The thermometer that we have in school, the pretend thermometer, I have zones marked on it. So what is what? Anything, this is right here at, you can see 32 degrees is where it is freezing. Water freezes at 32 degrees. So anything below 32 degrees would be considered cold. Bitter cold, freezing cold, anything below. Now we never really get to below minus 40 degrees, but anything below the freezing cold would be considered freezing cold. Anything from about the 32 to maybe 50 or 45 would be considered cold. Anything from maybe the 45 to 60, 65 maybe, that would be considered warm. So here we have freezing cold. Here we have cold. From here to about here is maybe cool. From about 65 to maybe 75, we would say it's warm. And anything over 75 is hot. Now it's your turn. You have a paper that says, show what the temperature would look like when it is hot. And here's a thermometer. And then on the other side it says, show what the temperature would look like when it is cold. I'm going to show you what I've done. See what I chose? I chose 90 degrees for my hot temperature, and I chose 30 degrees for my cold temperature. You can decide. Remember, we said that anything above about 75 or 80 degrees is hot. So you can fill in your thermometer the way you would like, whichever number you want to use. Now remember, it only shows 90 and 100, but it would be 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Each little bit that goes on top would show an increase in temperature. Here I chose 30 degrees to show a cold day. Some of you might choose 20 or 10 or even 40 you might consider cold. You can decide, fill in that paper, and then put this into your science notebook. Go ahead and see if it fits, if you cut it out and glue it in. If it doesn't, you can just fold it like this. You can just fold it in half and glue the one part into your science notebook and fold it so you can unfold it later. That's one. And then we're going to record the temperature each day. It says, let's record the temperature for one school week. Monday, today, you're going to see what the actual temperature is. Try to make a line on that actual temperature. And then in the box below, the temperature today was, you decide if you feel it was cold, cool, warm, or hot. I'll show you tomorrow what I chose. I hope you have a wonderful day.